A few days back, I talked about a surprise that Shiba Inu announced that was going to be launched sometime this year. At that point, we didn't really know what the surprise was about, but it was recently unveiled what the surprise was about, and it is nothing short of mind-blowing. Of course, I'll be expanding all about it in today's video, among other things, so make sure to watch this video to the end. But before then, disclaimer. Welcome back to the channel, SHIB Army, and thanks for clicking on another video. If you're new around here, you're welcome here. On this channel, I give regular updates on the SHIB token, the entire Shiba Inu ecosystem, and occasionally the broad crypto market. If this is something you're looking for, you can join the family by subscribing to the channel and hitting the notification bell so that you know when I post a new video. Now, let's get on with today's video. So, about the surprise, the official SHIB token Twitter handle recently posted this tweet. As promised, we're so excited to announce our first special surprise for the year, SHIB Army. In 2022, we are reaching new heights and welcoming the SHIBverse, an immersive experience for our ecosystem and the metaverse space. And we can't wait to show you more. Woof. The SHIBverse is meant to be Shiba Inu's own metaverse project, and some are speculating that it could have some sort of connection to the game that is already in development. Most of what is flying around now and what the SHIBverse will look like is speculation because Shiba Inu is yet to provide details about it. In fact, according to Shytoshi, even the name SHIBverse is not the official name for the project. Apparently, they have decided to go with a placeholder to prevent scams. He mentioned this after a number of SHIB holders expressed their dissatisfaction with the name, with one mentioning that Shibaverse would have been a better name. Shytoshi has been on Discord to discuss this a bit though, and even though he didn't really give details, probably for the same reason as a placeholder was used for the name, he did mention how the Shiba Inu community is what makes his particular project special. According to him, other metaverses are being built by people like Facebook, Walmart, etc., so we're playing with the big boys. What makes ours special is you and the ecosystem. Eric M., one of the developers for Shiba Inu, actually gave a bit of information on the Shibaverse though, not specifics, just a general idea of what it'll be about. According to Planet Crypto, here's what he said exactly. Shibaverse is a place where our community, tokens, game, SHIBASWAP, and way more is going to meet together. So basically, it looks like the time isn't right for us to have concrete explanations about Shibaverse, which is why there are no specific release dates yet. However, from the official Twitter release, it can be deduced that the Shiba Inu metaverse would probably be released in 2022, which is ahead of the Shiba Inu game, which is set to be released in the first quarter of 2023. With the SHIBverse in the works and a lot of new ideas being formed and developed, it is no wonder that SHIB Informer confidently informed SHIB holders to not worry about the red candles that have been appearing on the chart. The SHIB Informer posted an encouraging tweet to this end, saying that, while a lot of people are scared by the red candles, the SHIB team behind the scenes is working on many deals and new developments. Yes, the ones you know. Shibarium, SHIBASWAP 2, plus Burns, the game, plus new ones. Hashtag SHIB is here to stay, and change the market forever. Hashtag SHIB Army. If you're excited about all of this, you have every right to be because Shiba Inu is really taking shape and showing that it has come to stay. And you know what's even more interesting? The really big players in the crypto space, you know, the ones with a lot of money, are paying attention. Here's what I mean. Recently, whales have been buying really large amounts of SHIB, with a particular one buying as much as 500 billion SHIB. And what's even more fascinating is the fact that these huge purchases are happening at a time when the crypto market is experiencing one of the strongest corrections ever. According to You Today, the timing of this unexpected purchase could not have been better as Shiba Inu was going through a recovery rally over the weekend that then stopped as financial markets opened on Monday. It is possible that the whale that made that huge purchase of 500 billion SHIB saw this as an opportunity to buy the dip. But whatever their reason for the purchase was, it certainly couldn't have come at a better time. Granted, Shiba Inu has lost its place as the most held crypto among whales and is yet to recover it. But with whales like this buying as many or almost as many SHIB as this whale just did, Shiba Inu should be able to regain its position in no time at all. Anyway, as we anticipate a lot more good stuff from the Shiba Inu ecosystem, there's something interesting that you want to know. But before we get into that, this channel has a daily giveaway of 100,000 SHIB. For a chance to participate in the giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe to this channel, like this video, and leave a comment down below. Hashtag Shiba Inu. Good luck. So, research was recently conducted to emphasize the need for crypto education for women, and while the result is not that surprising, especially if you've been in the crypto space for a while, it is no less interesting. The study was conducted with Bitcoin as the focal point, but considering that it is the OG crypto and has been around for the longest, it is probably forgivable to make generalizations based on the study conducted on it. So basically, the study found that men check the price of Bitcoin more frequently than women, which, as I mentioned earlier, isn't all that surprising. Reporting on the result of the research, Cointelegraph mentions that a new study has shed light on the differences between men and women in different aspects of crypto trading and investment, revealing that 60% of women have very limited or no knowledge about crypto assets, a critical element affecting investments, while 2/3 of men have a medium and high level of understanding of crypto. While it isn't that surprising that more men have adequate knowledge about crypto than women, you'll have to agree with me that the disparity is too stark. By 2/3, we're looking at more than 60% of men having adequate knowledge about crypto, while about the same percentage of women do not know much about crypto. And considering that crypto is both the present and the future, this just won't do. This is especially true considering that, according to Cointelegraph, better overall knowledge leads to taking more risks, as men follow their investments more frequently than women do, not avoiding taking more risks, the study found. As a crypto investor, you already know that you cannot earn much in the crypto market without taking some calculated risks. And according to the report, and common sense really, taking calculated risks comes from having knowledge of how things work. However, it is not all dreary. Some people are paying attention to this divide in crypto enlightenment between the genders and are committing to do something about it. One of the researchers, Sontact, mentioned that there are activist platforms around the globe with the goal to increase women's participation in the crypto industry, both as traders and developers. She also said, "I do believe together with the increasing awareness on a gender-free digital verse, the gap between the female and male crypto investors will disappear." And I don't know about you, but I can't wait for the gap between the genders in regards to enlightenment and by extension calculated risk-taking to be bridged. To end this video, here's something you need to know. The US Feds plan to raise interest rates this week, so you might want to prepare yourself just in case there's a negative fallout for crypto. This isn't just a problem for the crypto market though, this is also a problem for the stock market. Both markets have been experiencing some serious corrections for a while, as was mentioned earlier, but with the impending increase in interest rates, things could actually get worse before they get better. It's important that you take precautions at this point and make sure that whether you decide to sell, buy more, or hodl, your decision is based on research that you have done and your own study of the market. The crypto market is not performing as well as it should, but things can get either worse or better real soon. Just make sure that you make calculated decisions. With that, we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, then please like the video and don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section. This really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Also, please share this video to as many people as possible. Let's get this news out there. If you're a true Shiba Inu fan, then you must check out this video.